Ariel Castro's kidnappings are among the most shocking and heartbreaking cases of abduction in recent history. For over a decade, 3 young women were held captive in his Cleveland home, enduring unimaginable abuse and isolation. Stay with us as we delve into the horrific details of the Ariel Castro kidnappings and the incredible stories of survival that emerged from this house of horrors. It all began in 2002, when 21-year-old Michelle Knight disappeared while walking home in Cleveland, Ohio. She had been on her way to a court appointment regarding her young son, and her sudden disappearance went largely unnoticed by the public, with many assuming she had simply run away. But the truth was far darker. Michelle had been lured into the home of Ariel Castro, a local school bus driver who used the guise of offering her a ride to get her inside. Once she was there, Castro chained her up in his basement, beginning years of horrific abuse. Almost a year later, in April 2003, 16-year-old Amanda Berry vanished the day before her 17th birthday. She had just finished her shift at Burger King when Castro approached her, offering her a ride home. Amanda knew Castro's daughter, so she trusted him enough to accept the ride. But once inside his home, she too was imprisoned, joining Michelle in a nightmare that would last for more than a decade. Then, in April 2004, 14-year-old Gina DeJesus, a friend of Castro's daughter, was the next to disappear. Castro used the same tactic, luring Gina into his car under the pretense of giving her a ride home. Like the others, Gina was taken to Castro's house, where she was chained, beaten, and subjected to relentless abuse. For the next several years, these women endured unimaginable conditions. They were kept in locked rooms, chained to walls, and regularly beaten and starved. Castro controlled every aspect of their lives, from when they could eat to when they could use the bathroom. The house, which looked unassuming from the outside, was a prison of unspeakable horror on the inside, with boarded-up windows, locks on every door, and makeshift alarms to prevent any attempt at escape. One of the most heartbreaking aspects of the captivity was the birth of Amanda Berry's daughter in 2006. Amanda gave birth to the child in the house, with Michelle forced to assist in the delivery. Despite the horrific conditions, Amanda's daughter became a source of hope for the captives, a small light in an otherwise dark and terrifying existence. For years, Castro managed to keep his horrifying secret hidden from the outside world. He continued to work as a bus driver, blending into the community as though nothing was amiss. Neighbors had no idea what was happening inside his home, and the police, who had been searching for the missing girls, had no leads that connected them to Castro. It wasn't until May 6, 2013 that everything changed. On that day, after more than a decade of captivity, Amanda Berry saw a rare opportunity for escape. Castro had forgotten to lock the main door, and she seized her chance, managing to get to the front door and scream for help. A neighbor, Charles Ramsey, heard her cries and helped her break through the door, allowing Amanda to escape with her daughter. She quickly called 911, saying the words that would finally bring this nightmare to an end. "Help me. I'm Amanda Berry. I've been kidnapped, and I've been missing for 10 years. Police arrived within minutes, rescuing Michelle Knight and Gina DeJesus from the house. The women were finally free, ending years of unimaginable abuse. The news of their escape made headlines around the world, and Castro was arrested later that same day. In court, Castro pleaded guilty to 937 charges, including kidnapping, rape, and aggravated murder. During his sentencing, he attempted to shift blame, claiming he was not a monster but simply sick. His statements were met with outrage, especially from his victims, who bravely spoke about their experiences and the impact of his crimes. Michelle Knight, in particular, delivered a powerful statement, refusing to be defined by the years of torture she had endured. Castro was sentenced to life in prison without the possibility of parole, plus 1,000 years. However, just 1 month into his sentence, he was found dead in his prison cell, having taken his own life. Thank you for watching. If you found this video informative, leave a like and subscribe so you don't miss our next videos.